Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Dorkest Dungeon, because I'm the dork, and I'm here to cleanse the dark with my dorkiness. It doesn't make any sense. Look, I gotta be honest with you, we got some errands to run in like an hour and a half, and I ran out of coffee. Like, before I even got to have any today. That's a crisis for me. I'm shaking, I'm quaking, and I'm feeling like I'm getting pretty close to breaking, to be honest with you, but we did beat our last mission. That's good news. Nobody really needs stress relief either. Also good news. Right now we have like one A-team and then Bear, who went through some shit. I just noticed, by the way, that, well, first off, we should get next level of armor smithing, and now our blacksmith's upgraded 100%. Thought maybe we'd get some dialogue for that, but no. But everyone on our A-team now, like, money is not an issue for us and may never be again. We might as well just upgrade them all to the highest level that they can possibly go to. The next and maybe last thing that we'll want to do is make sure that our guild is upgraded so everybody can get their stats all the way. Oh, the guild's already 100%. Okay. I don't know. At that point, you want like the nomad wagon or something like that. Just something to dump our like crests into. How much does this cost? 47? That's not that bad.
Simplest object can be a talisman against evil.
Oh, that's what I was looking for right there. Yeah. Plus 20% accuracy, minus 1% crit. That's amazing. We'll buy, please. Thank you. Anything else? Shimmering Cloak doesn't seem bad. Plus 5 dodge, minus 8% max HP. That probably comes out in the wash. Alright, well, we have to make a decision. Are we going to bump some people up to level 3 and then up to level 5? It's going to take them 100 years to get to that point. And we might not even have that many missions for too long. We got one Hag Witch, one Necromancer Lord. I guess we have to get the Warrens up to level 4, though. We could do like a level 3 mission, but we're in that weird kind of awkward period. We don't really have a level 3 crew. We have Josh, and we have Captain Jack Sparrow, but then we got a bunch of level 2s and an even higher amount of level 1s. We could do a level 1 mission. Complete 100% of room battles. I don't know though, man. Like, are we going to try to get people to the middle levels so they can maybe get bumped up? It seems like at this point, maybe we should just bum rush it with our A-team. But if we're going to... Just to ensure that our whole campaign doesn't collapse under its own weight right now, I'll tell you what. Let's do a level 1 mission with some brand new people. Well, new-ish. We're going to try to get people up to level 3 at the same time. So we'll take, like, Woodville. I'm going to run a different kind of... let's come back here. I'm going to run a different kind of build on Hellion. This is going to be, you know, I think, appropriately enough, Cade 4.0. And then... you can be... We already have an Indiana Jones. What level are they? They're level 1, so we'll use them instead. And we'll take Poussin, which is just a great name. And you can be Oscar, the mythical knight from Dark Souls. And, are we going to try to get everyone leveled up? I'm trying to think. Are we going to go for level 1s, or are we going to try to get them to level 3? So we should take... King Ivar. We should take Florence. We should take Indiana, and then that leaves us a healer. No, we have a healer. That leaves us one more space in which we should maybe take our Hellion. Unless Indiana doesn't operate well. No, from the 3rd slot, pretty good. Okay. So from the 3rd slot, that means we need a number 1 slot. Which could be a Hellion, or could be a Leper. Let's go for a Leper. I have a tendency to enjoy the Lepers. There's going to be a little bit of a operating cost to start with here, because I like... Chop, I like Hugh. Revenge, plus 40% damage but lower accuracy. I think we're going to say like no to that probably. I really like Intimidate, and I like the self-heal as well. So we're going to take you, and we're going to go for this loadout instead. And then we have King Ivar. I just want to make sure he's decked out appropriately. Yeah, these are the skills that I enjoy on a unit of this type. Make sure Florence is decked out appropriately. Relatively speaking. I mean, we'll level up the party heal just because financially we're not in a difficult spot at all. And who's the other one? Indiana Jones. Are you leveled up? You are leveled up. Okay. Let's take you to the blacksmith now, and we'll do exactly the same thing. You're as high as you can go. You should be as high as you can go because you just spawned. King Ivar can get a little bit of a bonus. Florence is as high as she can go. Alright. I think we're set up appropriately for this mission then. So it's going to be King Ivar, our new Leper, Florence in the back, and Indiana Jones right here. We're going to be doing a medium complete 100% of room battles mission. Why am I doing this? to try to unlock the boss of this area, but also to get us some more people in, like, the middle tier, so that we can do the middle tier missions and get them up to level 5, so we can kind of rebuild the A team from the ground up, or the B team from the ground up. Alright, well, we got some Grave Robber only stuff. Oh, we had some Great Leper only stuff first, though. Plus 10% damage, minus 2 accuracy. I don't love it. This is what I wanted here. Lowers damage, but much higher crit, much better accuracy. I think it's worth it. There should be like a sort all by all class button as well. And this just gives resists while lowering your abilities in those categories. But that doesn't really matter. Like, we have nothing to worry about. So I think actually extra resistance here makes a lot of sense because we don't do any bleed attacks anyway. Let's look at our Crusader. Our Crusader's got some stuff. Little bit of lower accuracy, but their early missions were probably better, or were probably okay in that regard. Grave Robber. They have like a satchel, right? Some kind of satchel. There it is. 10% chance to stun, 10% chance to blight. We don't have any skills that do that. But there was a ranged... Where was that thing that we just bought that gave us, like, much better range? Or much better accuracy on ranged attacks. There it is. No. There it is. Plus 20% accuracy, or plus 20 accuracy, minus 1% crit. Minus HP, but higher dodge. I think that's fine. And is Malls Jr. decked out with anything here? Yeah, she's alright. Fair enough. Let's load this up. Medium, level 1 mission shouldn't be too bad. We'll take just over 1 stack of food, just over 1 stack of torches, and then we'll try to maximize the loot that we get from here. So we'll pick up 2 of these, 2 shovels, and we're going to the Warrens. Lots of bleed there, so we'll take 4 of these. Probably more than we're going to get back in terms of our rewards. I'll take a holy water as well. But we'll embark. And again, this is not just like a time filler mission. This is, we need 3 units to get to level 5, but we only have 1 unit that's even close right now, and that's Josh. So we got to get some people to level 3 first. So they can do those medium missions. It's that it, you know, it percolates all the way down.
Quickly down there in the dark.
All right.
But perhaps we can
this is this looks like a terrible layout. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm trying to think of how we do this. I guess we go all the way down, and then we come back up, or we... there's going to be a lot of backtracking done here, let's put it that way. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll find the... I'm going to look in the books. Most unsettling passage, 25 stress, that's actually terrible, but hopefully... I didn't look at our camping skills, but hopefully we have the standard, you know, like, minus 10 stress. I'm assuming that we should be fine on HP. Didn't even see that trap. And he's bleeding.
Spring to life with a singular purpose.
There we go. Sometimes I think the narrator takes a little bit too much enjoyment out of when we get hurt. The sack is empty. So we're gonna just like stick to the perimeter for now, and then we'll come back around, go down this way, and then we'll come back up the other way. You can't see my mouse pointer, but you get the idea. I simply must know what's within. I didn't even name you yet, because I'm a little concerned that you're not going to live. You got to make it through at least 1 or 2 missions before we start talking about, you know, giving people a name. So, we got surprised.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
2 damage. Dazed, reeling, about to break. Not quite. Good. That was a pretty lucky hit there. The main thing that's annoying about the crit is obviously the stress damage that it's giving us right now. Hook where it hurts is pretty nasty, though. 7 damage against the level 1 unit is not good. Not good. Now, we're going to move our Leper up. It's a little bit unfortunate, but Holy Lance should be able to still be used from the 3rd slot, if I think about it. Holy Lance, yes, and that'll move us up, but we don't want to do it. We kind of want to move our Grave Robber back first. But then we don't need to use it. It's a complicated situation. Dazzling Light, stun resist 25, stun resist 25. I'm going to throw out a stun here. It's weird being back on a level 1 mission. This is going to move our Leper back if I use it, but I feel like I gotta use it to try to get a kill. I think Judgment should be able to pick up the KO here, but it's weird getting used to fighting these level 1 units again, where like they have such low stun resist that stunning is actually a viable tactic. Feels strange. You know what? I think we're just going to try to get through this mission just using the layout that we have, basically without even using our Leper. And we did it just fine. Rather than wasting like a couple of turns moving around to get everything in a perfect order, this seemed to work totally fine. So we'll move you up here, and we'll move you up here, and we should be good to go. All right. we shall keep it moving here. I don't know if we have any light-based items or trinkets working for us right now, but I like to keep the light high anyway.
Purpose is made clear.
I don't think the game is actually planned to come out until August, and when it comes out in August, assuming it comes out in August, you know, no pressure, don't touch the occult bone pile, please. Let's see who has the highest trap chance here. You have 0 and 20. 50 is probably our best. Yeah, 50. That's not amazing. Good enough to get the job done, though. Maybe when the game actually comes out, to finish my train of thought, I'll do like a torchless run, or a low torch run, or a dark run, or a hard mode run, if there is a hard mode, or something like that. You might think it's pretty rich to talk about hard mode when I got crapped on so recently, but, you know, I would prefer a level of difficulty that's a little bit punishing throughout the game, not merely at the end. Not that I'm accusing the game of doing that. You did not get bled somehow. I appreciate it. Let's crank on the torches a little bit. And this will be combat, and tricky combat at that. How much HP do these guys have in the early game? 24. That's not that bad if their stun resist is... Yeah, their stun resist is 50. That's pretty awesome. Alright, we need to take this opportunity to get a little bit more acquainted with our Grave Robber. It's been a while. Pick to the face is pretty high damage. Lunge forward, I don't love. But it does give you... No, it gives you lower damage. Not forever, but just on that attack. But higher crit chance. Flashing Daggers gives you... Oh no, it gives you 40% higher damage, okay. This gives you lower damage on your attack, but it hits 2 units at the same time, 3 to 4 damage each. And Thrown Dagger does 5 to 8 with a super high crit chance. I kinda like that, and being able to hit the unit at the very, very back. That seems like that could be very useful. It also gives them a buff of +6 accuracy, which just makes it better in the future. Alright, interesting. I talked to people about Darkest Dungeon, and so many people have told me, like, they really, really love classes that I never use. Like, for a while, I didn't use the Bounty Hunter, and then I started using the Bounty Hunter in conjunction with the Occultist, and I was like, I get it now. This is pretty sweet. This guy hasn't gone yet, so I'm gonna try to stun him. 50%, and we fucked it up, but we still did some damage, I guess. Let's try this one. 50%, and we stunned him. That actually might have been 70%. Yeah, it was 70%. Let's try a Thrown Dagger on this guy now. This is looking beautiful. This is the reason, the impetus for this conversation in the first place was that, you know, I've never really used the Grave Robber that effectively after the first couple of episodes at least, and now I'm like, you know, the Grave Robber, maybe just some lucky dice rolls for now, but seem to be pretty amazing. Probably not going to continually one-shot everything forever, but for now, I can't really complain. They came off the stun, and of course they crit with an attack that was going to stress us out anyway, as if it wasn't bad enough. Judgment didn't quite finish the job, but we'll get a small self-heal out of it. We do have camping coming up, so I'm really hoping that we can avoid any, like, stress-related issue, but I'm skeptical. Might have to send these guys into therapy. Let's see, do we really want this? Not really. I mean, debuff resist, I could see it being good if you're fighting a very specific enemy, but what do we care? Oh, we're gonna have to fight some spiders on the way back, I think. These are not spiders! I didn't know enemies this tough could actually occupy this space. Let's try a Thrown Dagger. If we're gonna have to use it to crit, we might as well try to hit the unit at the very back. There's a 90% chance to hit as well, which is just ridiculous. Against a unit that's typically that strong. Might as well just go for a chop. Lucky us. Then a Zealous Accusation, maybe? That was beautiful. And a little bit of stress relief, not nearly enough to make me feel like we're not going to have to camp, but it's something. I think we will, just for the purposes of... I mean, convenience is a naughty word, isn't it? But just for the purposes of convenience, I'm going to go back down on the map through this straight, like, vertical line that I'm on right now, even though we will get a little more combat as a result. We'll do less backtracking as a result. Not merely for laziness, but also to just, avoid spending any extra torches or, you know... I don't think you get, like, literal stress for backtracking. It's only if you literally walk backwards, I believe. I'm gonna try Flashing Daggers this time. Very lucky with that crit. Ended up being the right decision, but maybe for the wrong reasons.
A singular strike.
We're gonna get stunned, theoretically. What's your stun resist anyway? It's a little surprising that like a level 2 unit was able to resist that stun, but I guess, you know, how do we know? -1 speed, plus 20% scouting chance. We need to drop something in order to take this. I think it's reasonable to drop the Citron in order to take the satchel, because I may actually end up using that satchel. It looked pretty good. 20% scouting chance, you know, that might give you 2 or 3 scouts per mission on average. That's not meaningless. That's actually very, very strong. Allows you to plan your route very effectively. In fact, we could put that on right now if we wanted to. What do we have? Plus 5 dodge, minus 8% max HP. Can we put it on right now? I don't think I've ever done this in a mission before. Yeah, there we go. I want to keep that cloak. I think the cloak is really good, but the archer's ring is amazing as well. So now we should have a much higher scouting chance. Please don't read this and get stressed out. Oh, maybe good. Unerring. That seems like it's positive, yeah. Plus 10% damage on ranged attacks. This grave robber is kind of balling out of control this early. I like it. They have high speed. They also have stunning attacks, which scares me. There's a stun on our healer. Probably the least important unit when it comes to taking out these like really not tanky enemies right off the bat. A Hue or a Chop or a Zealous Accusation should be enough to finish the job, or at least, you know, all in conjunction with one another will get it done. There we go. 15 damage. Literally would have taken out all 3 of them at once if they could stack that up like that. It's going very well, though. I mean, it's a level 1 mission, so I'm not surprised. I would like to keep it going this way if possible. This is another somewhat tricky encounter, but we probably got a little lucky that, that they're surprised here. I almost just want to go pick to the face, man. But the throwing dagger's been pretty amazing as well. Crit chance 19. Ah, let's try it. It's decent damage. I can't complain. It gives us that accuracy buff as well. And then a judgment might be able to finish the job. Nice. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the vomit attacks. It's so hard to get used to these brawlers having like 12 HP. That's so bad. They used to be, or right now where they are in our game, they're at like 36 or something like that, or you know, they're level 3 units, so they're quite annoying. Mind you, we have less damage and less HP, and our abilities are lower, and our armor and weapons are lower stats as well. But still, it seems like the enemies scale a little bit faster than you do for the most part, which is fine. Makes the game harder as you get more skillful, I guess. Could have tried to throw out an Intimidate or something there, but it doesn't really matter. I'm starting to like this Grave Robber. I'm starting to think that we should just rush them up to level 5 and then have them occupy the 3rd spot instead of Nick. So we can't hold any of this. We really do not need crests. Like, that's the most important thing here. I don't think I need any of this, honestly. Like, we definitely don't need gold either. There's no combat in that room, which means we can just start coming back this way. And there must only be 1, maximum 2 rooms with combat left, and then this will be over. I think everyone should read out of that book that made my Grave Robber unerring. I mean, quite frankly, what is that book doing in like a dank cellar full of bones here? You know, the catacombs from Diablo 2. That should be in like that should be in every Barnes and Noble. It would be the most successful self-help book of all time. We can't. I would love to take more portraits. I would. I really don't want to drop 3 bandages to make it happen. I don't really want to drop a skeleton key to make it happen either. I'm going to drop 5 torches to take 1 portrait. Why? I should have used one. But we know that there's not going to be anything beyond this room or the next room. Like, one of these 2 rooms is going to finish the job for us. I was really hoping for a crit there, but that's okay. We'll get the accuracy buff. They get to go first here, and this is where it scares me a little bit. I know we could camp as well, but what I'm hoping is actually to do that, like, tactical camp. It's a stress attack. Oh, hemophilia. Lower bleed resist? Yeah. Try this one. Nasty dodge. Ball and chain can push us around a little bit. We got lucky to dodge it. And vomit is a stress attack that can apparently cause some diseases as well. But I'm hoping to do like a tactical camp at the end of the mission in order to just go for full stress relief, because our HP won't matter at the end of the mission. Alright, we got a little lucky on that dice roll to get the kill. It was in our favor, but still, I'd say we got a little lucky. Let's try, well, what's the smite minimum damage? Let's just go for the KO. Well, if we'd done our stunning attack, it would have had the same problems associated with it anyway. There will be some bleed on our Grave Robber, but it's not really a big problem. Go for Dazzling Light on something that is not attacked and has a low stun resist so that we can probably keep them stun locked until they die. Which is right now. Might not have been the best targeting there. It's okay. Oh, that's a nasty crit. I don't know if we'll be able to get like full stress relief, but we'll certainly try. Now we've only got 1 unit left. Hopefully we get to go before them, but I'm a little skeptical. Might as well use our bandages. It's not like we can take them with us. Decent damage. We can always go for the lunge attack to finish it off. 7 to 11. Nah, we're probably better off. Just going for a standard chop to keep our positions the same and not fuck over our leper. There we go. Now that might be the end of the mission.
Finding the stuff is
We don't have enough room to like
test.
carry anything.
Now it must be carried home.
I don't know. Eat like a lot of the food. Just in case this isn't the end, and then take the emeralds. I don't know. It's the best we can do in this situation. We could drop like a skeleton key, take the gold. We could drop our bandages and take the onyx. Oh, that's not the end though. So we have one more room left. That's hopefully not that bad. I didn't even realize. Like I figured that was guaranteed to be the end. So this might end up being a little bit more dire than I expected, but we're gonna be fine on torches. We might as well just max out our loot, though, as much as we can. Maybe we should have camped before our fight here. You think? We're fine. What about this trap? Grave Robber has 50? Yeah, we'll give it a shot. So we want to save our food, at least... Well, we can save 8 of it. Please don't starve me before the end. There we go. That way we can camp afterwards and get easy stress relief and hopefully not have to send these people back to where they're going to have to go through therapy when they come back, you know? I really would love to see this get a KO. Oh, that's really sad. Because a Grape Shot Blast would be so huge right now, but, like, I was hoping that would get the KO, then a Hue or a Zealous Accusation could get another 2 KOs, but whatever. Slightly shitty dice rolls. You know what, we can still probably swing that just like a turn late here. Yeah, Hue will still get the job done here, and then 1 of any attack will finish it. So we'll Hue. That's 2 KOs, maybe a little stress relief. Not very much, but enough to possibly be meaningful in the long term. That's a lot of stuff, but we actually can't take it all. I would throw away 225 gold to take our deed. Now we got this thing here. We're gonna have Quill look at it, or not Quill, new Quill. We're gonna put some holy water on it. Doesn't do anything. All right, that's all right. We weren't gonna use it for anything apparently anyway. A sinful behavior is vanquished. Curious quirk removed. I don't know if he had a curious quirk, but that's okay. Now we're gonna camp and we're gonna try to get rid of as much stress as possible.
It's a goal without hope.
Self only reduce stress by 25, everybody else raise it by 5. I think for 1, that's actually well worth it. And then you guys have to reduce each other's stress. If religious, reduce stress by 15. If not, reduce it by 5. I don't know if we're gonna get the kind of stress relief that I would need here. All companions heal by 10. Reduce stress by 10. It's going to be our Grave Robber that's going to have a slight issue here. I guess we're going to try for the prayer, because it's the best thing that we've got. Yeah, it only did 5. You know what? Our Grave Robber can probably go out on another mission. We're just going to finish it now that we've done that, because I don't want to get ambushed after I come back. Maybe that's cheesy, I don't know. Oh, I clicked a little too fast, didn't even see what traits we got there.
There is a great horror beneath.
That's alright, though. We have a level 3. And a couple of people have hit level 2. We might do another level 5 mission next, just to keep our skills sharp and, you know, not fall into the trap of convenience. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.